Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day. In today's video, I do want to cover SoFi Bank, SoFi stock, ticker symbol hashtag $ SOFI. If you didn't know, now you know. One of the top 100 banks in the United States, literally coming out of nowhere, under the tutelage and the leadership and the forward vision of the CEO, Anthony Noto. He's absolutely a beautiful man, and he's very, very, very good at being a CEO. What an amazing pedigree, working at high levels in Goldman Sachs, the NFL, Twitter, so on and so forth. In today's video, I want to talk about a brand new product that SoFi just launched that seems to be doing very, very well, and the explanation as to why they launched that product. I have a survey to review. I want to talk about a statement by Anthony Noto, which I strongly, profoundly support and very proud of him for making. I also want to talk about the earnings. The earnings just came out and they actually moved it forward. And usually moving earnings forward is a good sign. Remember, last earnings, they had a triple beat. Earnings per share beat, revenue beat, and forward moving guidance all beat. So I'm actually enthusiastically and optimistically waiting for the next earnings because I think it's going to be a good one, and SoFi is going to go up, not down. I actually added a shit ton of SoFi shares. Well, not a shit ton, but I think I got like 2,000 SoFi shares right now, besides for a lot of options. I was buying in when the price was around $7.50. I started doing a lot of cash secured puts, and I was buying at $8.50, but I was collecting a lot of premium. So probably my average is down to around that $8 mark, which is cool. I'm happy with that. And I want to just go over the earnings preview in general and go over what to expect. If this is something that you like, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. And if this is something that you don't like, go suck a lemon and leave my channel. All jokes aside, let's get right into this video, all right? All right, guys, the first thing I want to do is talk about a brand new product. This is a product that I personally use in Robinhood, and it seems that SoFi is now starting to do it. I'm not saying that SoFi is following Robinhood's lead, but a lot of times Robinhood does the initiative when it comes to user interface and trading, and SoFi seems to be getting the message, and they're both doing it for the same exact reason. I'll go over that in just a moment. Correcting and replacing new SoFi survey reveals America's top financial ambitions. 2/3 of Generation Z and millennials are willing to skip dining out for 5 years to retire by 50 years old. To accelerate members' retirement, SoFi Invest announces a 1% IRA match on IRA contributions, which is absolutely freaking massive. Robinhood does the same exact match. I personally use it. I actually get 3% with Robinhood Gold and 1% if you don't have Robinhood Gold. But SoFi, remember, is not just a trading platform. That's like an additional. They're actually a bank. So remember, all of these Generation Zs and millennials, a lot of them are banking with SoFi. That's the banking members that's really starting to go up when you talk about SoFi, the membership going up, which I'll show you some charts. So besides for holding their hand in their entire life journey, now they're going after them in retirement. And this is how SoFi is planning to become, not if, but when, a top 10 financial institution, aka bank, within the United States. And I truly do believe that they're going to get there. Why? First of all, they did a survey, which I'll go over. So it's not like they just did something out of willy-nilly, out of thin air. They did a survey and they said, yo, this shit works because our members want this. So why not introduce this product? And this is huge because SoFi is literally matching you 1%. So if you put in $100 into your retirement account, SoFi will give you $1. And they're going to do this without limits. And it doesn't even matter if you have a business that's putting in for your retirement. You personally can do that. That's awesome. And I have a feeling they're going to do a 1% match, that if you're switching over from an account to bring it in, they'll match you for 1%, which is what Robinhood is doing as well. And now we're going to go a little bit about the SoFi, okay? I just want to go over SoFi members can earn the IRA match on all new IRA contributions from outside accounts as well as new contributions. Okay, so they're already giving you 1% for matching to bring in brand new or to bring over from a different account. Freaking fantastic. SoFi Invest complements this new IRA 1% match with a full suite of investing tools and educational resources to help members at every step of their financial journey, including access to credentialed financial planners, career planners, and award-winning investment tools such as SOFI Active Invest and SOFI Automated Investing. This is freaking great because they're going to onboard a shit ton more people and a shit ton more people doing retirement. So they're going to get them for the long haul. Now, Robinhood is doing this to get wealthier investors, older investors that put more money in their accounts. SoFi is doing that to get that. But the main goal here is to keep offering and cross-selling products to your existing members. The more you offer, the more you can cross-sell, the more data you collect, and they work with Databricks to be able to generate more revenue. It's freaking phenomenal. And this is the survey. Let's read it. Our data in the survey reveals interesting sentiment and trends around retirement, including almost half, 44% of the people they feel like they are not making enough money to contribute to their retirement savings. That's bullshit. You can always contribute to your retirement, even if it's $1, guys. It all freaking counts. Almost 3/4, 71% of people would rather own a home compared to over 1/4 of the people who would rather retire by 50. I mean, I think owning your home is a lot more important. Retiring by 50 is great, but if you're always paying rent to somebody, I mean, you need to have a house. Everybody should own a house in America. That's my opinion. Men are more likely than women to be saving for retirement, 54% versus 33%. And that doesn't come as a shocker. Of those people saving, men are more likely to know what is their savings account, 55% versus 44%. No shocker there. And younger generations are willing to give up dining for 5 years in order to retire by 50 years old. 2/3, 63% of Generation Z responders would give up eating out at restaurants for 5 years to retire by 50. And 7 out of 10 millennials responders would rather give up eating at a restaurant for 5 years to retire by 50. Yo, people don't want to work no more. People are tired to work for the man and get absolutely shellacked in taxes. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Now, this is another piece of news. Galileo's first to attain multi-market MasterCard certification in Latin America. We're going to go to Galileo for just a moment. But Galileo essentially offers your financial institution, your fintech, a full suite of financial products. And this is the briefing. Following successful expansion to Colombia in March 2022, Galileo, a MasterCard engaged partner, is now providing service in Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Peru, Uruguay that enable issuers, financial institutions, and fintechs to offer issuers processing services, including virtual and physical cards, credit cards, debit cards, and prepaid cards. MasterCard Engage makes it simple for partners to collaborate with MasterCard and accelerate time to market to product innovations. Guys, so it seems like through Galileo, you can now work with MasterCard in Latin America. Really, really dope. And I quote, "We are proud to ingrain Galileo further into the Latin American ecosystem to make it easier and more convenient for financial institutions, fintechs, and non-financial brands to build, launch, and grow their innovations." Really, really dope. Now, I'm going to show you one more tweet, but before I do the tweet, I do want to show 100%, 1 million% support. And if you guys don't like it and you leave my channel, that's quite all right. I am Israel High. I completely 100% support Israel in its right to defend itself. And I completely 100% acknowledge the disgusting, horrific, terroristic act that was done to Israel. And all civilian life lost is terrible on all sides, but Israel has a right to defend themselves, and these cowards hide behind the civilian population. Israel telling civilian population to leave, giving them warning, and Hamas is telling them to stay, don't go anywhere, which is more warning than Hamas ever gave not only Israeli citizens, but American citizens and Italian citizens and French citizens and Thai citizens and British citizens and Irish citizens. There's over a dozen different nations, foreign nationals that were killed, abducted, raped, tortured. Where's the uproar? Where is the uproar? And then Hamas calls for a day of vengeance today, and people already get stabbed. Chechen man calling Allah Akbar in France, stabbing 2. Nottingham, UK, and Beijing so far that I know of. So I couldn't be happier and prouder of Anthony Noto coming out in full support of Israel. This is just one of his supports and tweets. Make no mistake, they are terrorists by every definition of the word and should be treated as such by any means necessary. And he's responding to Israel at war with Hamas. And he has many of these statements. I won't bother you or bore you because this is a financial channel, but I'm super happy that he made this statement. And I just want to do one more tweet, if you guys don't mind. This was a tweet that I put out earlier. I am amazingly proud of the support that Palantir and Anthony Noto are giving Israel to defend itself and kill the Hamas terrorists. I could not be more proud to support and invest to make content for these two amazing companies. I hold the stock and so do both of my children. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I'm trying not to be political, but when I see things that are related to the stocks that I talk about, I'm going to bring it up. Thank you so much. Earnings, guys, earnings. SOFI earnings is coming up, discussing Q3 earnings. So earnings are now going to be Monday, October 30th at 8 a.m. All right, that's really, really good. Now, it's very interesting. 5 research findings on earnings date, timing, and affected trading. Companies that advance their earnings date tend to share good news on their earnings call, while those that delay tend to share bad news. Stock prices then follow directionally. Shout out to Everything SOFI, who is the one that posted this. Follow him at Everything SOFI. SOFI Q3 earnings, please confirmed for October 30th pre-market. Analysts estimate between October 30th and November 7th. They chose the earliest possible date. Companies that have good data then get it out as soon as possible. Really, really good. And he made a post about a triple beat. Let me see if I can find this guy's post. So this is really cool. 2 more weeks for SOFI's earnings, and it's a really good picture. We were here before, and then we had earnings that literally shot up. Remember, we went up to like $12. We didn't close $12, but we went up to $12, and then we went back down, and right now we're trading right around this 840 range, 850, 830. So the question is, what do you think is going to happen? So I want to just remind everybody, this is the last earnings of SOFI. In gray is what was estimated, and in blue is what we got. We were estimating to have 7 cents negative earnings per share. We actually got 6 cents. Okay. And revenue estimated was 473.9 million. We actually beat with 488.81 million. And just for you guys to understand, this was a triple beat, because if you go a little bit lower for SOFI's last earnings, this is from SOFI's last earnings call, SOFI Investments. For the full year, management expects to adjust net revenue of 1.97 to 2.034 billion, up from its prior guidance of 1.95 to 2.02. So they raised their guidance by around 100 to 200 million, which is, you know, a big deal. A big deal. It's not a small feat. And if you guys don't know, SOFI's earnings actually came in at a positive 33%. I mean, these are big numbers, right? These are not like little numbers. SOFI is absolutely killing it. Let me just make that a little bit bigger for you guys. And I want to show you something. How is SOFI killing it? Members are going up like it's just literally a straight line, right? Products is going up, just a straight line up. Products by segments, this is up, this is up. And what they were struggling for was Galileo. But as you can see, Galileo was 117, 124, 131, and went down to 126. And last quarter, it went to 129. I'm foreseeing that they're going to go back to that 131 mark and hopefully start at least neutral, like even, or an uptrend again, but an uptrend from here, from the 131. And for you guys to understand, shout out to Visual Stocks. This is from Alejandro. This is the best interface. There's a paid and a free version, so definitely check this out. Look at this line, guys. It's like literally a Nike check mark. It's not even like, it's not like this. It's literally like that. As long as their members keep growing, this is what we're talking about. So their members were at 6.2 million, and it went from 5.6 to 6.2. Are we going to have like 7 million members? I don't know. Let's see what's going to happen. And then look, this goes up like crazy too. So lending, this is their products, but look at their financial services. It just keeps going up. So lending is kind of like their products is like this, but the financial services is going through the freaking roof. So financial services would be that Roth IRA match, right? Or that IRA match. And Galileo, this is the revenue and segments. Everything's just going up, guys. Everything's just going up. So we'll see what's going to happen. And they're getting very, very, very close to being gap profitable, right? So I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I would love to hear your sentiment. Do you believe that SoFi is one of the greatest opportunities in the fintech sector? Right now, like SoFi and Robinhood for me are the two best fintech investments, with SoFi surpassing Robinhood in my personal opinion. I honestly think that they're going to get another triple beat, and SoFi's price is going to go into the double digits again. Hopefully we can maintain the double digits this time, and I believe Q4 we're going to be gap profitable. So I don't know if the market is not believing it. I don't know if the market is not giving them credit, but SoFi is an absolute freaking beast. And they keep bringing in more and more deposits. So Anthony Notice says every quarter they're going to bring in $2 billion worth of deposits. By doing this, by not being in brick and mortar, they're able to offer that 4.5% annual percentage yield. Instead of offering you a dividend like other banks, they're offering it up front to their customers, which then grows their business, which then brings you asset appreciation in the form of owning SoFi stock. Guys, SoFi is an absolute beast. Thank you so much for anybody that listened to my point of view. And if you enjoyed this type of video, please let me hear you down below in the comments. Thank you very much. Everybody have a great weekend. There's a lot of attacks happening. And please, please be safe out there. And hopefully open up your eyes and see what's happening in the world right now. Thank you and have a great day.